Hey, I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and in this video I am going to be testing out some new Archer and Olive products that I got and letting you know what I think. I have used a ton of Archer and Olive products in the past, but never the 4 things in this video, so I'm excited to give them a try. I'm obviously going to link to everything that I'm using in this video down below so you can check it all out, but I want to say right up front that this is not a sponsored video. Archer and Olive is not paying me to make this video to talk about the products. I literally just sent them a message and asked them if they had anything new that I could try because I always love their products and they sent me this stuff, and so I thought, let's give it a go. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is just open up these boxes because I actually am not positive what I'm working with here. If I can get it, there we go. All right. I just love all their packaging too. Everything is so pretty. Okay, so it's a little notebook. This has a little frog on it. Hopefully you can see that in the video. How adorable. And I'm pretty sure it's vegan leather. Set it on there. Yeah, vegan leather dot grid notebook. And if you've never worked with Archer and Olive products before, or you've never heard of them, one of the things that put them on the map is how nice and thick this is so pretty. It's gold foiled. One of the things that put them on the map is how nice and thick their pages are. They're so good for bullet journaling or just journaling in general because your markers don't bleed through. So I already know that I love this because I've used their notebooks a million times. So I love that. I don't have any that are that shape, so super cute. And then this one is bigger. Another vegan leather. Oh, it's so pretty, the gold foil. Okay. So, 2 new notebooks. More gold foil inside, and it's dot grid also. Another thing that I really like about Archer and Olive journals, and this is like such a small thing that you would really only care about if you do a lot of bullet journaling, or if you are a person who's obsessed with stationery stuff like this, which you probably are if you're watching this, is that they have 2 bookmarks. So if you're working on like 2 different things at the same time, you can bookmark 2 different spots. And also I love that one of them is weighted. So like I usually use this one for my most important page, the one that I'm like actively flipping to. And then I use the other one if I have like something in the back that I reference every once in a while. I think it's just so smart to have 2. Anyway, that's an aside. But okay, so 2 new notebooks, but this is the part that I really was excited to test out, and it's these pens. So I'm gonna grab some Rhodia paper, mostly because I am not ready to mess up my beautiful new journals yet. Another thing that you relate to if you're a stationery nerd. Okay, so first ones I'm gonna test are these calligraphy pens, and this is the Beneath the Willows. I guess that's like the color line or the set name. So it has all these colors. These are water-based ink. They're non-toxic. Just pop them out. I've literally never tried these before, and I have tried most brush pens. So this has a broad end brush pen and a fine end brush pen, which is so nice because usually if you find a dual brush or a dual tipped brush pen, one end is a brush pen and one end is a felt tip marker. They're not usually both brush pens. So I really like that about this. And I'm gonna just give them a go. What should I write? Maybe I'll write the names. I think this is Swan Pink. Okay, I like it. This is a large tip, but it's not overly flexible, and obviously loving the color. Okay, so now let's try the small tip. I'm gonna just write the same word twice. Okay, you guys, these are incredible. Where have these been? I mean, where have I been? These have been around. That is a really, really nice fine tip brush pen, and these colors are stunning. Okay, I mean, I guess I can just swatch them all. I think this is called Swoop Blue. You guys, these are so pretty. I'm a fan. Archer and Olive, Bonnie, you've done it again. Just an aside that if you're learning calligraphy, I would never advise doing calligraphy on a paper like this without guidelines. I was just lazy and it was the first one I grabbed out of my desk. Okay, I'm just gonna do some lines instead of writing words with these, just so I can see all the colors because they're so pretty. One thing I really like about Archer and Olive and the sets that they sell is that they're often like the colors just go perfectly together, so you don't have to think about it when you're doing a color palette. These all go really nicely together. Just takes some of the stress out of choosing when you're doing like a bullet journaling layout or any kind of lettering art piece. Okay, these are all really, really nice. And I have to say, I mean, it would require me to use the pens for like a longer period of time to make sure that they stand up and don't get frayed and don't get damaged when you use them a lot. But I have a strong feeling, just based on the number of brush pens that I've tried in the past and the way that these are reacting when I push on them, that these will stand up to quite a bit of use, provided you use them on the right paper, which I talk a lot about in my other videos if you want to check that out. But okay, overall, calligraph pens, I cannot believe I haven't tried them before this. I am a big fan. So those get an A+ from me. Color, the way they feel, the large and small brush pen in one pen, I really, really like those. Okay, the next ones I'm going to test are Duograph. They're a chisel and fine liner. Again, water-based ink, non-toxic, and this is the Jewel set. Right away, again, I like the colors. I like that I can tell they all go together. So one set is a chisel, and one set is a small ended marker, a fine liner. So these would be more for bullet journaling type things as opposed to the last ones I used, which I would use more for actual like lettering and calligraphy. So these I would like, I don't use chisel markers for calligraphy. You can, not my style of calligraphy, but you could use them for calligraphy, but I'd be using these more for like underlining things. And I have to say, it's such a nerdy thing. It's so nerdy to like notice immediately the perfection of the size of that chisel tip. Like, I don't want a big fat chisel tip in my journals. I want like a nice delicate line like this. It just feels like such a good size of line, if that makes sense. I feel like you guys watching this, you're nerdy like me with these kinds of things. And the way that the fine liner works too. One thing I don't like about fine liners sometimes is if you turn your hand a certain, like if you have your hand too, whatever this is called, horizontal-ish to the page, sometimes they don't work. You have to hold them like really straight up and down. But I can tell right off the bat that this one, it doesn't matter how you hold it, it'll work on any angle, which I really, really, really appreciate. Oh, guys, the satisfaction of that width of line, I can't even tell you. That is so satisfying. I just want to do all the chisel sides and see all the colors. Oh, I love these. Man, Archer and Olive just gets it. They just get it. Well, I think you can tell that I'm a fan of these colors and the way these markers just like perfectly make these gorgeous lines. And I feel like this is easily going to become the color palette for my next bullet journal month. No problem. Okay, well, the Duograph pens are also a hit, I have to tell you. And that's pretty much all I have to test in this video. I think it's pretty clear that my answer for all of these products is a resounding A+. I know I didn't test the journals in this video, but you can see me using Archer and Olive journals in a lot of my other videos. The paper is incredible. If you've never tried it before, it's just so nice and thick, and the dot grid is so perfect for practicing your lettering and your hand lettering as I do. So I'm going to leave it at that. But huge thank you to Archer and Olive for sending me these products. And also, again, I'm going to link everything down below if you want to give anything a try. And if you guys like this kind of content, I have a lot more on the channel. So make sure you hit subscribe and just go check out whatever else you need on there. And I'll talk to you soon.